Hello and thanks for joining me at the Narrowboat Nurse. Today we're going to be talking about how to make a latte. Good coffee is something I don't want to compromise on when I live on my narrowboat. So today we're going to talk about how to make a really nice latte using only a gas hob and a few pieces of equipment that don't use electricity and drain my boat's batteries. First of all, we're going to need a milk frother, a teaspoon, a milk jug with thermometer, a mocha pot, and your chosen type of coffee. So the coffee I tend to use is Kenyan AA from Cardew's in Oxford, which is located in the Covered Market and has a great selection of coffees. I go for the beans, which I grind myself, just gives a fresher taste. So I've got my coffee grinder here. You can manually grind your own beans, or you can get the pre-ground stuff from the shop already. It's personal preference. This is the way I like to do it. So having finished grinding the coffee, I've gone for a medium grind there. Just helps reduce the bitterness of a fine ground espresso grind. So, moving on to the mocha pot. This is how we make the coffee. You can take the bottom off. So you got the top area with the filter, the middle area where you put the coffee, and the bottom where the hot water goes in. Connect that together. To reduce bitterness, the mocha pot should be filled with hot water in the bottom. So I'm going to put the kettle on and boil it up. So there's a safety valve on the side of the mocha pot. You need to fill up the water to just below that safety valve, as you can see there. And so now we're going to add the coffee in. So pour it in. We don't need to pack it down, it just needs to fill up the container. That'll do nicely. So now we have the coffee in place. It's going to be quite warm because we use boiling water. So we're going to use a towel to grip it and twist the top half of the mocha pot on. Give it a nice little pinch tighten. And while the water is still warm, you can get it onto the hob and get it lit. So the heat of the hob makes the water evaporate in the bottom half, causing it to pass through the coffee and come into the mocha pot. We need to use hot water because if you use cold water, the coffee heats up more whilst the water is heating. This can make it a bit more bitter. What we're waiting for here is the first coffee to come up the central spout, and then we're going to turn the heat down. So that's the first lot. Just going to turn the hob right down. And the coffee's bubbled through. So I have my milk thermometer in place into the milk frothing jug. I'm going to put some milk in there to half fill it, allowing room still to froth the milk afterwards. I'm then going to place this onto the hob again. So, aiming to get the milk above 65 degrees Celsius and below 70, and then we can froth it at that temperature. every so often throughout, I'm just going to agitate the milk a little bit, just so the bottom of the milk does not burn and it equally heats throughout. So we're getting there. We just need to get it to this red zone on the thermometer, and that'll just about do it. Turn the gas off. So, having removed the thermometer, I can bring my frother in and just start frothing the milk up. Get us to the top and just give it a nice tap. Get rid of those big bubbles. Now it's time to add it all together. Pour the coffee into the mug. Then we can bring the milk in, starting from high up, going down to low. And we have a latte. So that's how I make a really nice latte on my boat without using an electronic coffee maker. It just goes to show that you don't have to make compromises to live on a boat. There's ways around everything. Hope you guys give it a go and try and make your own coffee like this. I would really recommend it. You can make some really nice coffee. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you'd like to see some more content, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. Cheers for watching.